Hello, you guys. I am a mess. I came outside to do a couple of things in the barn, and next thing you know, I got right into it. So I'm already sweating. It's raining a little bit, so I'm wet from the rain a little bit. But I got so into what I was doing, I just got carried away. So let me show you what I've got going on. Come on. First of all, look at my chicken coop door that I made. I made this last night. I got home from work. Today is Saturday, April the 5th. I got home from work last night and I had bought a bunch of lumber and I ordered my tin. My tin came in and I bought a bunch of lumber at McCoy's and I had a vision to build my chicken coop door. And I started working last night and this is 2-ply. I got 2-ply chicken wire on there. There's 2 layers of it, reinforced with the bottom little angles and the middle board up. You can see it is 2 1x4 thick, so that's going to be like a 2x4, but I doubled it to give it that extra security of the double chicken wire. And I'm pretty excited about that. I still may go over the inside, like with the 3rd layer, just so it looks a little bit on the inside, not the outside. This will be my outside. And I got me, over here, I've got my latch. It's gonna go on there. I've got my hinges. So I've got everything I need to get this door going. Now, what I wanted to show you was this. You're never gonna believe this, you guys. I'm going to show you my tin that I ordered. I've got my roof, or the roofing tin, and there's the brown side tin to match the barn. And I ordered some of this corner pieces and the top trim up there. I have all of that right here, right down there, waiting to go on. I got a piece for the back, the 2 sides, and then the 2 corners on the back. All right, so Robert and I went this morning and returned a 4x6 because we didn't need that after all. And then picked up this silver tin. And then it started sprinkling. Robert has to go to work today. So we unloaded the tin, and I was just like, okay, let me just kind of look here. I'm not going to get much done today. It's supposed to be storming today. And I'm by myself, so I just wanted to see how the tin would look on the outside. That's all I wanted to do. How is it going to look on the outside? Let me just put it up there and see how it's going to look. And I got all that done. I put up 1 piece, then I put up 2 pieces, then I went and got a 3rd piece. Got my level, making sure it's level. And there it is, the back of it. So the one on top is kind of dirty because this first one was kind of a little bit dirty. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I can see it because it was on top and it's been sitting out. But there, I've got a piece on that end. And I don't really know what to do with that. I'm not going to put a whole nother piece, I don't think. So I'm going to have to save that corner for my husband to let him and his ingenuity think about what we should do there. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put these side pieces up on this side, being that it's going so fast. I got this from Fortify Building Solutions here in Cleveland, Texas. They gave me some screws. I got my brown screws for the outside, and I got my tan screws for the trim. And it's just gone up way easier than I ever expected. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can build a barn, you guys. I can build a barn. Anyway, so I'm going to put 1 piece here. I measured, that's what I was measuring. That's why I got the tin in the first place, to measure how far is it going to come over. It's going to come right here. So I'm going to take that 2x4 there, and it's going to go right next to this line. And that's where I'm going to frame out my door. It's going to be right there. So once I get that 2x4 up, this one here can be cut. Leave the top and leave the bottom. But that's going to be framed out from my door right there. And these will be cut off also. These will be trimmed with that 4x4 cut back right there, trimmed up with that 4x4. And then we'll take these panels right here, and they will come right up to the 4x4 right here. And I've got some bracing stuff that's going to hook those rails onto that 4x4. And then that we have these pieces like this right here. That's going to connect then this chicken coop to those panels. And then it'll be my chicken condo. A big old yard for my chicken condo. Oh my goodness. These silly chickens. I'm going to go ahead and let me see. Yep. Well, no, is there? No, there's not. They started laying eggs in that black. I'm not going to let you out right now, chickens. No, not right now. There's not right there. So I made this little black house for these red ones so they could have their own little house to get in out of the rain, because they weren't really friendly with these chickens just yet. But now it has become a place where my big chickens lay eggs. They go in there. So the red chickens are getting in the coop now. They're not sleeping in here. But I left it in here because the last couple of days there's been eggs in there. And I'm like, okay, they like that for egg laying better, I'm guessing. Anyway, I think here comes the rain again. I've been working out here in this rain today, so this is why I'm a little wet. But it's not bad. It's just little sprinkles and then it goes away. So I've just been trying to do as much as I can, because I know this afternoon we're going to have some heavy downpours. All right, I'm going to get those two sides up, and then I'll meet back with you in a few minutes. Like, there you guys, look. That's what's coming. So I'm trying to hurry. I've got one piece left. I did on this side. I got it up, and then my door is going to go right there. I'm going to frame that out for my door to go into. Got a little gap on the back, but that's what this trim is for. It's got a little blue cover on it, but it's actually khaki. You can see right there. There's the khaki color right there under the film. And this is going to go, I can do it one-handed, very nicely on the corners, you see? So it'll not show that gap on the corner. So that's the corner. And then, so there's 9 foot here and 10. I got about a foot left because it's got 10 foot back. So I have one piece left that we can overlap it, or Robert could cut it. That's another option, is to cut that piece if we wanted to cut it and not leave it whole. But there's also a piece of that barn color that's about 2 foot inside the barn that was left over. And I got this backside on here. My backside's on. And of course, I've got 2 of these corners that will go right here. 2 corners that'll fit nicely. So it'll all match just like the barn. And then that, I'm going to take that little tarp off of that, because they'll actually have a cover from sun, because that is west. And that this will block the west sun from them and the rain. So I can take this tarp off the top of that chicken pen, because it does look kind of ugly. There's the road right there. So when you come across the road, I try to make it look nice, because you just see straight across into my backyard. And you know, we have a POA that likes you to keep everything nice and neat, which I appreciate that. It keeps your property value up. But I'm pretty happy with what I have so far, you guys. I'm so excited, and I really didn't plan on doing this. Honestly, I was kind of thinking like I wanted to make a video of the barn today, and then Robert and I got up early this morning and went and looked at the roofing, or to McCoy's, and got the roofing, and we came back and he's like, it was already sprinkling, and he's like, I gotta go to work and it's raining and I don't think we're gonna get anything done today. And I'm like, probably not. But it hasn't been lightning or anything. I mean, that kind of looks bad what's coming, but it hasn't been lightning, just little sprinkles here and there that I've been working right through. And I'm so excited. I'm pretty proud of myself, to be very honest. I'm like, wow, I did a good job. And so we'll put that panel, will go right here against this, and that'll block it on that side. We'll kind of frame that out a little bit. We'll probably cut these even with the tin right there, and that panel will fit right up into there. So it'll be pretty protected. And then of course, we've got the same tiny hole. It's a tiny hole cattle panel like this one, kind of like this one. They're real small holes. It's called horse panel actually, and nothing can get through that. I mean, you guys know that we've had coons and possums and everything else try to get into my chicken pen, and they cannot get into that the way it is. So I know the chain link keeps them out, and it's got chicken wire at the bottom, and I have chicken wire to put at the bottom of this one. And if they climb up it, they cannot get into the top. And we're gonna have the same top on these panels also. So I feel pretty secure about that. That's heavy duty horse panel. They cannot get through that. And we have it wired down pretty tight. So we're gonna do the same thing on that one. The only thing I'm gonna do is remove this brown tarp, because they're not gonna need that brown tarp now that we have a little roof and a little barn. So I'm just so proud of this job. I really am. I'm gonna get the door and kind of prop it up and see how that looks. Look at that. That's how it's gonna look when my door is framed out completely. So it's gonna go up off the ground. It's gonna be up on hinges, and it's gonna be framed out. And remember, this middle 2x4 here will be cut right there. That one's gonna be cut. So it'll just be a 2x4 the top and the bottom. And that's gonna be my man door to go in. I'm gonna leave the 2x4 at the bottom just so you know, step over it when you walk in. And I'm pretty excited about it. You guys, I can't believe I did this by myself today. I cannot. Robert is gonna be shocked. He's gonna say, oh my gosh, Tina, I can't believe it. Look at that little chicken pen, chicken house. Someone called it the chicken condo. Look at that little chicken condo. And it's gonna look really pretty, matching my barn. It's gonna match my barn nicely. My sister's gonna be so proud of me. Gotta send her some pictures and say, look what I did today by myself. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. And we're gonna put this house, we're gonna put their house. They love their house. Their house will go right here in the corner. So this is where their house is gonna sit. So they'll be able to still get in there and lay eggs, and they sleep in there. When it's cold, they get in there. And this is gonna block the north wind, and it's gonna block the north side and the west side. So it's gonna keep the sun off of them, and it's going to keep the north wind, in the wintertime off of them. And then we get mostly, oh, look, the wind's changed. If y'all noticed them earlier, it was out of the south. Now it's out of the north, so it's bringing that front in. But so that north wind, when it comes in, it's cold in the winter, so that's gonna block the north wind coming in on them. That's gonna be nice for them. And then in the summer, we get the south wind. So this doors here are gonna be on the south side. It's gonna bring the wind in the summertime into them, to their little house in the area. And then all of this will be a little grassy yard for them. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Robert says they're only chickens, but you know, guys, they're my pets. I feel like they're my pets. And if I were a chicken, I would want a nice chicken house. So I always try to put myself in the place of the animal. If I was the animal, what would I want? So that's my thought process on that. Okay, well, you can see behind me, the rain came. It's pouring down rain. Little Tony Soprano and I got stuck in the rain out there. So we're gonna he's gonna have a bath, and then I'm gonna have a bath. So we're gonna get cleaned up and dried out. Thank you for spending. Oh, look, you can see my little barn back there behind me. Way right there is my little chicken house. Okay, so anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for spending your time with me on this rainy Saturday. I'm Tina, and this is Tony, and we're living off the hill. Bye. Say bye. Say bye.